Hello, 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 everyone. It's me, it's your girl, Sia Knight. I am the mobile notary mentor, and I help new notaries set up, strategize, and systematize their business. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about one of the biggest mistakes that new notaries make. It's a common mistake. It's pretty easy to fix. And I'm just going to kind of walk through an actual sample ID. And we're going to talk about what you need to look out for when you come across this type of identification document. But before we get started with that, I want to remind you all that the new notary workshop is coming up as I'm recording this on the 18th of May, 2021, in the year of our Lord, if you choose to worship, not judging if you don't. I am having a workshop on May 22nd, and it's a new notary workshop. And I really decided that I'm going to change a few things. This is going to be a great workshop. It's going to be 2 hours. It's going to be live virtual workshop. So there's going to be interaction. It's going to be great, but this is the last time I'm going to offer it for this price. I always do a kind of an evaluation at the end of the workshop. And one of the questions is like, hey, what about the value for the price? And people are like, yeah, the price is just way too low, which they don't really have an incentive to say that because they have paid the price and they have enjoyed the workshop. So, because of that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to raise the price of the workshop. I'm not going to make it crazy, but you will definitely still get value. So, if you plan to sign up after May, you're going to be paying a different price. Okay. So, let's get to the subject at hand, which is one of the top mistakes that new notaries make when it comes to notarizing a document. So, what I have here is I have an actual sample ID document, and I want to kind of like show you guys. I'll share my screen, kind of what I'm talking about when I talk about one of the top mistakes. So now, hopefully, you're seeing the sample British passport. So this is not a real lady's passport. I got it from a website when they were talking about the new British passport, etc. So I had to look to very carefully to make sure I wasn't like pulling up a real person's passport. So the one thing that I wanted to kind of bring to your attention is you see the person's name and then the passport number. Okay, this is the country. Great. This person's a British citizen. Okay. Here's what I want to point out to you. And let's see if my handy dandy highlighter works well. I want to point out the dates because if you're not paying close attention, if you're not looking very carefully, in many situations, if there's someone who has a non-US passport, the date it's structured differently. So depending on the document that you need to write the date on, some of us, if we're going too quickly, okay, the 4th of December, 1988, if you had to write down this young lady's birthday. So 4/12/88. Sir, that is not this person's birth date. So in most of the occasions in this country, we write 12/4/1988, right? So I want you to kind of be aware, especially if you have folks from different countries. Many countries use a different format when writing the date. And also, when you have a form that you're filling out, if there's a form that you are using with your acknowledgement, if someone gives you a form and has the notarial language on it, make sure you're looking at the format of the date that they're asking for. Okay. Because if you get it, even not exactly on the Ron platforms, not just on the Ron platforms, but in person. So I have had many occasions when I had to notarize a document for someone from a different country and they had their passport. I had to look very carefully and make sure that I was putting the correct information on the form that I was filling out. So that's just one thing I wanted to point out. That's something that's a very easy mistake to make. Sometimes we get nervous. Sometimes we want to maybe not rush. You want to do things quickly. Make sure you're paying close attention to the date and make sure that the month and the day are in the right spot when you're filling out the document. So that's all, guys. I just very, very, very quick video I wanted to share with you guys. So I hope that this was helpful. I hope the next time you get a document, you kind of like take a moment to look to make sure that you are putting the format correctly. And I hope that you have a great, great rest of the week. And as they say, happy signing. Bye.